Tonight from Keefe Gymnasium, the Springfield Cosmos and the Rutland High Red Raiders tonight on Channel 15. Mark Carboneau along with Brian Mayhew to do the ball game tonight here at Keefe Gym. The Raider JVs were victorious down, or no, they came up on the short end down at Springfield, 65-54 earlier in the season, and the Raiders bring a 10-5 record into tonight's ball game. Officials for tonight's game: Mr. Deloria and Mr. Morrow. And the Raiders going with Joe Kelligeri, Tom Nickel, Jesse Baker, John Paul Lavancier, and Kevin Dumas. And we'll get the Springfield lineup as we get into the action here.
It's the last home game for the Rutland Raiders, JV.
That's right, final home game this evening. And just about ready to go here. Tap is controlled by the Cosmos. In the lane, the shot goes up, no good. That was Schofield, rebounded by Tom Nickel, gets it ahead to Baker. So Baker brings it down for the Raiders. And he goes to Lavancier. Lavancier over to Nickel, over to Kelligeri. Joe with the jumper off the back of the iron, controlled by the Cosmos. So it'll be Springfield ball. And bringing it up. Oh, here we go. Wes Yancey, and he goes to number 24 out there. That's Josh Chartier. Chartier from the corner, and it's good.
Got some easy ones tonight, huh, Mark?
Yeah, oh, this is going to be tough. Wes Yancey with the bucket for Springfield. It'll take me a few minutes to get adjusted here. They go inside the Raiders. Dumas over to Kelligeri, and the shot is up and good. Joe Kelligeri puts the Raiders on the board. 2-2 with 7:02 left, first quarter action here from Keefe. Springfield now back on the offense. Looking around, that's number 15 out there. That's David Parker. And let's see, Yancey.
Out of bounds on Jesse Baker.
Yeah, Chartier wanted to go inside, and it's knocked out of bounds, so it'll be a Springfield ball. Inbounding for the Cosmos, Paul Schofield. Gets it outside. Chartier now. Going to take the jumper. Nice looking jump shot there, and it's 4-2 Springfield. 6:34 left, first quarter. Back come the Raiders now. Jesse Baker over to Kelligeri. Knocked away there momentarily. Kelligeri gets it back. Loses the handle, and boy, I tell you, he was all pressured. Gets the Nickel. Nickel goes to Dumas, and Kevin off the glass. Tom Nickel with the putback, though. So Nickel gets the bucket, and we're tied up here with 5:55 left. And we got a whistle. Let's see, he stepped on the line, so the Raiders will take over. You know, I got the score sheet here, Brian, and I got the Raider Varsity squad in there. But I got Joe Kelligeri, so he's got 2 points. Oh. Shot is good. So we really won't be keeping score tonight, but Kevin Dumas gets the
just
bucket.
Scratch the names out, Mark.
That's all.
Add some names there.
There you go. Kevin Dumas with the bucket and chance for a three-point play. 5:46 left, first quarter. The Raiders up 6-4 over the Springfield Cosmos. And Kevin Dumas, three-point play, 7-4 Raiders now, 5:45 left, first quarter. Back come the Cosmos, Chartier now. Looking inside, turnaround jumper, and it goes off the back of the iron, rebounded down there by Baker. Baker brings it out for the Raiders. Well, he's going coast to coast, and he didn't get the basket, wouldn't drop, but he's fouled going in. Foul's going to be on, let's see, Wes Yancey. That's a second.
I was in a hurry last night when I made that up, Mark. Just thought of that when you mentioned it.
That's okay. No problem. Levancier is out and checking into the ball game. Oh, wait a minute. I thought he was going out. He's staying out there. Okay, went over to coach to see what's going on. And that shot goes off the back of the iron. 7-4 Raiders up with 5:25 left in the first quarter here. Baker with the second. And didn't get either one of them. Nickel with the rebound. And they're going to get Tom Nickel for an offensive foul.
Big body, they just pushed him right out of the way. And
so Nickel gets called for the personal, and back come the Cosmos now. Number 20 there, that's Brian Shoreworth. And Shoreworth working against Levancier out in the, and we got a foul on Kevin Dumas for the Raiders. Let's see, Kevin, that'll be his first, I believe. So he picks up his first. 7-4 Raiders and Springfield ball. They go underneath. The shot is up and in there by number 44. That's Brendan McGarry. So McGarry with the bucket for the Cosmos. 7-6 Raiders here with 5 minutes left in the opening quarter. Baker now. Wanted to go to Kelligeri, knocked away. And Chartier is going to put it off the glass and in. 8-7 Springfield with the first lead. 4:43 left in the first quarter, and back come the Raiders. Baker now. Oh, nice play. He got a pick from somebody. Went around it, laid it off the glass and in. So Baker with the bucket. And back comes Springfield the other way now. Goes to Francis. They go out to Schofield. Over to Chartier. Back to Shoreworth now. I think he put up the running one-hander there. He's tied up. Kelligeri's tied up. And it'll be a Raider ball. 4:06 left in the quarter. 9-8. The Raiders on top. Checking in for the Raiders, that's Matt Waterman, number 14. So Waterman in, and Levancier out. Dumas now with the ball. Out to Kelligeri. Joe's going to let it fly, and that one goes off the iron, and it's controlled by Springfield. 3:50 left first quarter, and Chartier brings it up for the Cosmos. It's over to Shoreworth, and he goes to Schofield now. The jumper there from Chartier is no good. Rebounded by Tom Nickel, the Raiders. And one of the Cosmos there took a shot in the mouth on the rebound. Raiders bring it up. Baker now. 3:25 left in the quarter. Kelligeri. And puts up the jumper, but Dumas is there to put it off the glass. Kevin Dumas with the bucket. 11-8 Raiders. 3:10 left in the quarter. And let's see, a whistle. Somebody just got a...
That's the kid that got the bump.
He got whacked before the play earlier, Brian. And
I guess he's got blood coming, so they...
Okay, so that'll... let's see, number 50 will check into the ball game. That's Jess Pixley comes in, number 50 for the Cosmos. Springfield inbounded here with 3:04 left. 11-8, the Raiders up here at Keefe. The last home game for the JV squad here this evening. Knocked away. Baker with the steal. And off the glass and in. Jesse Baker. 13-8 Raiders. Back come the Cosmos. Shoreworth goes to Schofield. Over to Chartier now. Chartier looks down low. Goes to Pixley. Back to Chartier. And we got a foul inside.
Jesse Baker.
Now let's see. Jesse's going to pick up the personal here. Let's see how many that is. They haven't put it up on them. There we go. That's Jesse's first. And at the line is Josh Chartier for the Cosmos. 13-8, 2:36 left first quarter, and the Raiders are up here. And Chartier doesn't get either one of them, and the ball goes out of bounds to be a Raider ball. 2:35 left first quarter, and it's the last season-ending game here at home.
Spit it out, Mark.
Well, I'm thinking of the Varsity too, because this really isn't their last home game. Hopefully, they'll have a playoff game coming up next or in a couple of weeks. But Baker now, Baker and Waterman working the ball out in the forecourt there for the knocked away, and it's picked up. And off the glass and in. Brian Schwarworth for the Cosmos. 13-10 now. 2:03 left in the quarter. Baker brings it back for the Raiders. Nice pick out there by Dumas. Baker goes to Nickel.
Triple team.
Nickel wanted to go back to Dumas, and let's see.
That's 5-0 on Cosmos.
All right, foul's going to be on Jess Pixley of Springfield. And that's his first personal. He just checked into the ball game. Checking in also was Mike Curtis, number 10 out there for the Cosmos. Waterman, and Matt puts it up and in. So Matt Waterman with the bucket. 15-10 Raiders. Got a whistle down at the other end. What do they call this one?
Joe Caligiuri coming in for Tom Nichols.
Yep. So Tom getting a rest. And the Cosmos will inbound it. Knocked away by Baker, and he gets the ball. Knocked it away, and he got the steal, too. 15-10 Raiders, 1:33 left. First quarter action here from Keefe. And it's junior varsity action tonight. Caligiuri with the jumper. Matt Shortle underneath. And we got a foul. So let's see.
24 green.
24. That's going to be on Josh Chartier for the Cosmos. This will send Matt Schroedel to the charity stripe with 1:21 left in the quarter, and the Raiders up 15-10. Makes it 16-10. Matt with another chance here. And he gets them both. Boy, those Shortles, I know, could always shoot the free throws. I knew his dad, and I know his uncles very well. Their playing days down at the academy a few years ago. 17-10 Raiders, and a shot from outside here is rebounded by the Raiders. Waterman gets it ahead to Dumas to Baker, and Baker brings it up for the Raiders. Goes to Shortle now. Matt goes back out to Baker. Baker in the lane, and off the glass wouldn't go. Rebound is controlled by Chartier for Springfield. And he's in the lane. I think they're going to get Kevin Dumas for the personal.
Yep. Kevin couldn't get stopped quite quick enough.
Now, that's a tough play because he was back pedaling and then
tried to draw the offensive charge there.
So Kevin will get a breather along with Jesse Baker, and checking in will be Jason Irish, and Tom Nick will be back in for the Raiders. 17-10, Rutland up 39 seconds left in the first quarter, and Chartier at the charity stripe. Chartier gets them both, and it's now 17-11.
17-12.
17-12. Thank you, Brian. It's got to be the cold weather here, I'll tell you.
Definitely.
We'll blame it on that. Sean Irish bringing it up for the Raiders. So you got Irish in there, Waterman, Nickel, Shortle, and Caligiuri in there for Rutland. Back to Waterman now. 24 seconds left, first quarter. They go inside to Nickel, and Tom puts it up. We got a foul on the play. Let's see. 5-0 for Springfield, and that's going to be Jess Pixley. He'll pick up his second personal here with 19 seconds left, and this will send Tom Nickel to the free throw line for the Raiders. Both teams 5 team fouls apiece. Tom sinks the first one. That's his first points of the ball game. First point of the ball game. He gets them both. So back come the Cosmos. Raiders up 19-12. 13 seconds left in the quarter. Shoreworth goes to Chartier. Chartier works it over to Curtis. Back to Shoreworth. He lets, and it was partially blocked by Waterman after 1 quarter of play. The Rutland High Red Raiders 19 and the Springfield Cosmos 12.
We're back.
All right, back at Keefe, second quarter action, 19-12. The Raiders up over the Cosmos, and it's a junior varsity ball game tonight here at Keefe. Chartier from outside doesn't go. Rebound controlled by the Cosmos. Curtis, and this is Shoreworth, and he puts it up, doesn't go. Rebound by Killigiri. The Raiders gets it out to Waterman, the Irish. Sean Irish bringing it up for the Raiders now, and 19-12, they got the 7-point lead here early in the second quarter. Irish to Killigiri, and off the back of the iron. Nickel with the rebound, and we got a foul. Tom Nickel with the bucket, and a chance for a 3-point play here.
Jesse Baker back in for Rutland for Matt Shortle.
So Baker in, Shortle out.
50 just came out.
And Coach Sampson using the bench tonight.
What's he using it for?
Probably to sit on. Though.
There you go.
All right, rebound is Killigiri had it knocked away. Chartier brings it down. Goes to Shoreworth under the basket. It's good. (21-14). Raiders on top. Second quarter action here. 7:03 left. Goes to Nickel. Tom goes out to Waterman. Waterman to Killigiri. Killigiri loses the handle, and it's controlled by Springfield. Chartier now going in against Waterman, and they're going to get Matt. Well, I thought he got all ball, but obviously not. So they'll get Matt Waterman on the personal. That's his second of the ball game. And Chartier misses the first one. Chartier gets 1 of 2. And it's 21-15 now. Back come the Raiders. Baker over to Nickel, goes to Irish. Matt Waterman now to Baker. Over to Nickel. Nickel, the Raiders deliberate. They threw it away, though it's controlled by the Springfield Cosmos, and bringing it up, number 23 in the ball game there. That's Ben Francis for the Cosmos. We got travel.
Cosmos are playing with a lot more intensity this quarter.
Yeah, we saw the first game, Brian, earlier down in Springfield. They totally dominated that ball game. They pretty much ran. We're going coast to coast down there, and so far the Raiders have done a good job this evening. 6:19 left, second quarter, and the Raiders with the ball. It's Aaron Dardick, number 12, in there for the Raiders. Knocked away down the other end, and that doesn't go. Let's see, we got an offensive foul called on number 32, Wes Yancey, and that's going to be his third, I believe. 7 team fouls against the Cosmos, and 6 for the Raiders.
You're correct, that's 3 on him.
3, okay, so 3 on Yancey. So we got Dardick in, Waterman's in there for the Raiders, Baker, Killigiri, and Nickel. And nice play. Waterman gets the rebound and puts it up and in. So Matt Waterman with the bucket, 23-15, Raiders up 5:50 left in the second quarter. This goes to Curtis, wanted to go inside, knocked away. Curtis gets it back. Back out to Schwarworth now. And looking for Chartier. Chartier now with the ball, working against Baker. Back to Schwarworth, and that one doesn't go. Rebound Dardick for the Raiders. And Aaron gets ahead of the, gets it to Jesse Baker. Baker now. Sets it up here. 5:19 left, second quarter. Raiders up 23-15. Kelly looked like he wanted the three-pointer there. Knocked out of bounds, and the Raiders will inbound it down here. John Paul Levancier checking in for Matt Waterman. Matt did a good job out there. So Levancier now will inbound. He goes to Baker. Baker along the base works his way. He wanted to go back to nickel. And I think Tom thought that Jesse was going to take it in and shoot it himself.
He had the shot there.
He did.
He wanted to pass off at the last minute. Tom wasn't quite ready for that.
Now Springfield back to the attack now. Schwarworth goes to Chartier, knocked away by Baker, but he was on the line. 4:55 left, second quarter here from Keefe. 23-15, the Raiders up. And it'll be a Cosmo ball. They go to Curtis. It's back to Schwarworth. Behind the back to Curtis. And now they go over to back to Curtis. Francis in the ball again. Knocked away. It's going to be a Raider ball. The play there by Kelly was going out of bounds, and he was able to tap the ball back and went off one of the Cosmos. It's a Raider ball. Levancier to Baker now.
Got away with that, Jess.
He did, didn't he? 4:29 left. Levancier is going to throw it up and off the front of the rim there. That's controlled by the Cosmos. Francis with the rebound ahead to Curtis, and Baker almost did the same thing here that Kelly did just a few seconds ago. Cosmo ball now, Schwarworth. And looking like he wants to go inside here. Now it's good defense by Levancier, the Raiders. Goes to Curtis.
Didn't fake him out a bit there.
No, he didn't. Francis back to Curtis. And Curtis wanted to go in the lane. It's knocked away, picked up by the Raiders' Baker. And he's going to take it in. Doesn't go, and it's rebounded, but I think we got Tom Nickel over the back here, Brian.
Yep.
Now, let's see. That'll be Tom's, should be, what, second, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Yep. So Tom picks up his second personal.
So the Cosmos will be going to the line here. Both teams will be going to the line from now on, Mark.
Yeah, they're both
at 7.
Reached that lucky number there.
Lucky 7.
And at the free throw line, number 44 for the Cosmos, that's Brendan McGarry. And he gets the first one. And McGarry gets them both. 23-17, the Raiders with 3:55 left in the second quarter, and back come the Raiders now. Raiders and the Cosmos, junior varsity action from Keefe tonight. Dardick's going to let it fly, and it's good. So Dardick gets on the board, 25-17, 3:34 left in the quarter. They want to go inside, and Aaron picks up the personal. Let's see. Should be his first. Yep. Aaron Dardick with the personal. Stepping to the free throw line is Mike Curtis for the Cosmos. It's the first one. Checking in for Springfield here, number 15, David Parker. And Chartier will check out. And also, let's see, number 15 for the Raiders.
Second one's
I'm
good.
going to have to check that. Who that player was that just came in for Rutland.
25-19, 3:30 left to go in the second quarter.
All right, back to the attack. The Raiders now. Jesse Baker. And nobody on him. He's going to take the shot, and it's controlled by Springfield. Schwarworth brings it down. And he gets it to Curtis. Curtis goes inside. Turnaround. This is Parker now. Parker with Levancier on him. Back to Schwarworth. Well, I thought he walked, Brian, off the glass, and they got him. Whoa!
Offensive.
Looks like he changed the color at the last second.
Well, I think he realized that he walked, and then
They had to get him for
something
the charge, yeah.
to make up for it.
So Schwarworth picks up the personal, and the Raiders will take over here. Baker's in there. Hackett's in there also. Now they go to Baker, Hackett, Kelligiri, Levancier, and I got to find out number 15. And a shot. Is it good? All right.
That was good.
25-27. That's a three-pointer. 28-19. And the Raiders with 2:32 left. Levancier with the steal. He's got a one-on-one. He stops. And nice shot by Jean-Paul Levancier.
Steals the ball and makes the shot. 30-19. 2:20 left to go in the second quarter.
Who got that three-pointer before? I missed that. I was...
Joe Calgieri.
All right, that's what I thought, because I saw Joe in the backcourt. All right.
And Cosmos put a body on him, too. It was lucky they didn't get called for the foul.
Yeah, really. 30-19. The shot by Curtis is good. And it makes it 30-21. There's the extra point. It didn't go up right away on the board, so. And Baker wanted to go in the lane there. Ball goes out of bounds with 1:51 left here in the second quarter. Matt Waterman's going to check back in for Levancier. Raiders by 9. Here's Keefe, your junior varsity action. And let's see, we go to Parker's going to throw it up. Whoa, three-pointer by David Parker of Springfield. Makes it 30-24. So just when you thought you had a comfortable lead here, the Cosmos are back to within 6. Kelligiri, and it doesn't go. It's not going to be saved. It's going to be a Raider ball out of bounds down here. 1:22 left. And the ball inbounded to Kelligiri, and the shot. Joe's got it.
Joe Calgieri with a nice touch.
32-24, 1:12 left. Second quarter, Raiders on top over the Cosmos. And Schwarworth goes to Curtis. Goes into McGarry. McGarry goes back to Curtis. Tough time getting inside against the Raiders. Schwarworth. And McGarry puts it up and in. 32-26, 45 ticks left. Second quarter, back comes Kelligiri with the jumper, and that one goes through. NBN. 34-26. Raiders on top with 30 seconds in the second quarter left now. And Curtis, and let's see, knocked out of bounds. So Springfield inbound it. Curtis goes to Chartier back in the ballgame now, over to Schwarworth, and guarded by Baker. Knocked away, Baker gets the steal. And Jesse, a little hesitation, takes it in off the glass. Baker with the bucket, and the Raiders back up by 10 here, 36-26. 5 seconds left in the second quarter in the lane. Curtis with the shot, and that'll do it. So after 2 quarters of play here from Keefe, it's the Rutland High Red Raiders 36 and the Springfield Cosmos 26.
Here we go, Mark.
All right, Raiders now back in play here, 36-26. And the Raiders with the 10-point lead. Getting ready here for a second half of play. Let's see. We got people in front of me here trying to sit down. So we're not that high up on the bleachers. Dumas and working hard underneath, and it's knocked around. Kelly Jury gets the goes to Nickel. Nickel now, and knocked away there by Springfield.
Kevin Dumas sat out quite a bit of the first half there.
Yeah, he did. Francis knocked it away. Back to Chartier comes back.
Joe Caligiuri knocks it away.
Look out, Levancier knocks it away. And they got him going out of bounds here. All right, so it'll be a Springfield ball. 36-26, 7:21 left. Opening minutes in the third quarter here. Let's see. Try to set the lineups for you. This is Schwarworth for Springfield. He goes to number 32 out there. And a shot by Wes Yancey. And a putback is up and in. 36-28. Raiders on top. Third quarter, Kevin Dumas, and Dumas hits it. Dumas with the bucket. Raiders up to 10 now. 38-28, 6:50 left. Back the other way. Yancey with the shot, doesn't go. Rebounded by Dumas of the Raiders, ahead to Baker. And Baker now spreading it out a little bit here. Goes to Caligiuri. Joe's going to take the jumper, and he nails it. Caligiuri with the bucket. Joe had 9 points in that first half of play, and he was the top scorer for the Raiders. Jesse Baker had 6 in the first half, so Caligiuri picks up where he leaves off. We got steps called on number 44 out there for Springfield, McGarry, and this will turn the ball back over to the Raiders. Dumas leaves it ahead for Baker. Jesse Baker falls down, still dribbles, knocked away there by Chartier. Chartier and Baker going at it, and they're going to call it a green ball.
Good hustle by both guys.
Yeah, it was. Excellent hustle by Chartier and Baker of the Raiders. And the ball goes back to the Cosmos. 40-28, Raiders on top with 6:12 left in the third quarter here. From Keefe, junior varsity action, the final game at home for the junior varsity squad here, the Raiders this year. Caligiuri with the rebound ahead to Baker. 5:50 left, third quarter action. Baker goes to Dumas. Dumas now to Levancier. Levancier in there. Back to Baker off. And it's rebounded by Schwarworth of the Cosmos. 5:38 left in the third quarter. And drives the base. And Levancier falls down. Schwarworth puts it in. And let's see, what do we got here?
Jump ball, stays right there.
Okay, I was looking down at my sheet. 40-30, the Raiders by 10. 5:27 left, third quarter. Springfield inbounded. Wes Yancey for the Cosmos. And he goes to Schwarworth now. Schwarworth goes underneath. The shot up and in by McGarry. McGarry with the bucket. 40-32. Raiders by 8 here with 5:15 left. Third quarter action. Levancier, Caligiuri, Baker, Dumas, and Nickel in there for the Raiders. Knocked around, controlled by Schwarworth of the Cosmos, and he brings it up. And the lane off the glass doesn't go. Rebound. Tom Nickel for the Raiders pulls it down. It's ahead to Levancier. Levancier now bringing it in for the Raiders. Goes to Caligiuri, knocked away momentarily. Ball bounced around out there. Levancier picks it up in the Nickel. And Springfield rebound and control there by number 32, Yancey. Ahead to Chartier. Chartier now with 4:30 left in the third quarter. Raiders by 8. And the lane turnaround by Yancey doesn't go. Rebounded by Caligiuri.
And Caligiuri had a little piece of that one.
Just a little. Joe's going to stop and pop. And it's 42-32. Caligiuri with the basket. 42-32. Raiders by 10 now. Back the other way now, Springfield. Knocked away by Dumas, and
good hustle by Kevin Dumas.
We got some subs coming in here. Number 11 and number 50. Paul Schofield and also Jess Pixley And they both saw action in the first half. Matt Waterman in for the Raiders. All right, this is Schwarworth now for the Cosmos. Knocked away by Kelligiri. Scramble. And I think it's going to be a Springfield ball. Good hustle there by Kelligiri on the defensive side of things for the Raiders. 3:56 left in the third quarter. Springfield ball. All right, this is Schwarworth. Gets it into McGarry. McGarry goes back to Schwarworth. Well, he was going to shoot it. Brought it back out now. Schofield back to Schwarworth with the jumper, and it doesn't go. Rebounded off the glass. Dumas ahead to Baker now. Baker brings it in. Back to Waterman. Waterman's going to let it up from outside. Doesn't go. Rebound. Baker to Nickel, and Tom Nickel with the bucket. Good look there by Baker underneath, and it's 44-32 Raiders. And we got a timeout. So that's your score. It's the Rutland High Red Raiders 44, Springfield 32.
Whoa, all right. Stepped over the line right off the bat here.
What a way to get it started here. 3:01 left, and we're back here at Keefe. Junior varsity action tonight. 44-32, the Raiders on top here. And Waterman gets it ahead to Baker. Baker, Waterman, Shortle in there. Tom Nickel and Dumas. And I'll tell you, the lane was wide open.
Bucket and a
Baker
foul.
gets the bucket. Jesse Baker taking advantage of the open lane and driving in, gets fouled in the act of shooting here. So he's going to have a chance for a three-point play. 46-32 with 2:54 left in the third quarter. And Baker gets it. Three-point play. Back the other way now. 47-32 Raiders, 2:47 left. Third quarter action. Springfield, Schwarworth. Goes to Pixley, back to Schwarworth. And he tries. He's got Schofield. Boy, this is tough. A lot of S's out there. Schwarworth. Now they go inside, and it's up and in there. Chartier with the bucket. So Josh Chartier for Springfield. 47-34 Raiders. And back comes Rutland now the other way. Nickel goes to Baker. Along the baseline. Jesse brings it back out here. And he wanted to go inside. Knocked away there by Springfield, and they'll pick it up. This is Schwarworth. Goes to Chartier with the jumper, and that doesn't go. Rebound and control by Schwarworth. He's all over the court here. He had Nickel up in the air. He goes inside, and Pixley doesn't do it. Rebounded by Nickel. The Raiders gets it ahead to Waterman now. Matt Waterman bringing it up. Baker, three-point line, goes to Matt Shortle. Shortle back to Baker. That looked like he wanted to go inside on that play. Goes to Waterman. And Waterman's going to drive in, and they're going to get Matt for an offensive foul. Let's see, that got Matt for three. 1:28 left here in the third quarter. Tom Nickel checks out. Kelligiri, Dumas, Shortle, Waterman, and Baker in for the Raiders. That was Matt Waterman's third personal of the ball game. This is McGarry, number 5 in there now. David LaPlante in for the Cosmos. Outside McGarry, or Chartier, and Chartier gets the three-pointer. 47-37. Back come the Raiders now. 1:07 left. Junior varsity action tonight. Kelligiri back out to Baker. Baker baseline, puts it up. Dumas with the rebound, and they got Kevin for steps. Springfield ball. This will be Chartier. Gets it ahead to LaPlante now. LaPlante bringing it up for Cosmos. He goes to Schofield. Over to McGarry, back to LaPlante. Knocked away there by Matt Waterman. The Raiders with a good defense here so far. And Chartier now working against Baker out there. Schofield wanted to go. Kelly Jury knocked it away. And good hustle there by Kelly Jury on the far side. Knocked it out. Springfield will retain. So they'll inbound it here. Baker sits, and Sean Irish back into the ball game now for Rutland. Number 11. 21 ticks left on the clock. The Raiders up by 10 here, 47-37. And checking out for the Cosmos there is number 24. That's Chartier, and checking in was 32. Wes Yancey back in the ball game. LaPlante goes to Yancey. And what do we got? Joe Kelligiri or
push?
Yeah. Kelligiri on the personal.
A little push underneath.
A little tap, huh?
Yep.
So the Cosmos will inbound it here. 15 seconds left, third quarter, out to LaPlante. LaPlante now working against Waterman, gets double teamed, and now he gets it back. Schofield, and it went off one of the Raiders.
8 seconds.
Went off out of bounds, so it'll be a Springfield ball. 8 seconds left. Yancey looking for somebody. And Schofield doesn't go. Rebounded. Dumas gets it ahead to Matt Shortle. Matt's going to put it up. That's the buzzer. After 3 quarters of play, it's the Rutland High Red Raiders 47 and the Springfield Cosmos 37.
Guess what, Mark?
All right, back at Keefe. And we get ready to start the fourth quarter. 47-37, the Raiders up by 10. We've got Shortle, Irish, Waterman, Kelligiri, and Dumas in for the Raiders. Sean Irish now goes to Kelligiri. Joe with the jumper, and he left that a little short underneath, though, Dumas. And it's rebounded by Waterman. Waterman now steps it out here. And he brings it back to the point. Goes to Shortle. Matt's going to take the jumper and off the back of the iron. Rebound, Waterman off the glass. Shortle puts it back up, and we got a fall underneath.
Back and forth.
I told you I was right. I said the Raiders had 10 sophomores on that junior varsity squad, but I had to double check just to make sure, Brian. 10 sophomores and 3 freshmen. So the future of Rutland looks rather bright here going down the road. Shortle puts the first one up. Matt's got another one coming here. Okay, 1 of 2 for Shortle. And back come the Cosmos. LaPlante now working against Irish out there. 7:20 left, fourth quarter action here from Keefe. Junior varsity action, the final encounter here for the Rutland High JVs this year at home. Back to LaPlante. And works it over to, wow, there's a shot. Schofield got the rebound, back to LaPlante. And inside, let's see.
Knocked out of bounds by Joe Calligeri.
Okay, so the Cosmos will inbound it. Checking in for the Raiders, Tom Nickel, Jesse Baker, and checking out Matt Shortle and Kevin Dumas.
44 just came in for the Cosmos, 21 sitting down.
All right, so McGarry's in for Springfield. This is LaPlante now. LaPlante, Schofield. Schofield bounces it inside, and the shot didn't go there. Francis, and back the other way. Baker to Kelligiri with the bucket. Pretty play, Baker to Kelligiri, 50-37. And the Raiders looking a lot sharper. Knocked away, and Irish went off his fingertips. That's good hustle, though, by Sean Irish of the Raiders. So Springfield inbound at McGarry. goes to LaPlante. LaPlante brings it up, working against Waterman. Gary with the jumper, and it's going to go. Boy, that hung on.
So did Matt Waterman.
Yeah. So the ball hung on, and so did Matt. That's right. And Matt's going to pick up his, let's see, should be his, I think that's his 4th, yeah.
Look at that. The Cosmos even brought their cheerleaders with them tonight.
Well, you know, that's good to see. You don't see that too often.
No.
When they do travel, of course, we're not that far away. It's only just about an hour away. So, and the shot is up there by McGarry. So McGarry gets the 3-point play, and it's 50-40. The Raiders on top here with 6:10 left in the 4th quarter. Waterman goes across and looks down low for Kelly. Gets knocked back out to him. Waterman gets it ahead of Baker. Baker now goes to Nickel. Outside to Irish, and the Raiders running some clock here. Back to Baker. Inside to Kelly. Back to Baker. Kelly is going to take it from 3-point land. Didn't get the bounce. Nickel's there off the glass, and it's good. Tom gets fouled on the play. So Tom Nickel with a chance for a 3-point play here with 5:39 left in the 4th quarter. Raiders up 52-40. Fouls on number 23. That's going to be Ben Francis. That's his 2nd. So Tom gets the 3-point play. And it's 53-40 here with 5:39 left. Springfield ball now. Schwarworth. Working the ball for the Cosmos now. We've got LaPlante out there. LaPlante picks it up. And he goes inside. There's the jumper off the glass and in.
John de Blasio limping.
Wes Yancey with the bucket. 53-42. Raiders on top with 5:11 left. 4th quarter action here. Knocked away. Aaron Dardick in the ball game for the Raiders. So you've got Baker, Irish, Nickel, Kelly, and Dardick in for Rutland. And it'll be a Raiders ball. 5:06 left in the 4th quarter. Knocked away there, controlled by Baker. Jesse Baker in the lane off the glass. Nice move by Baker, 55-42. Raiders up here at Keefe. Junior varsity action tonight. 4:50 left in the 4th quarter. Springfield now on the ball. Schwarworth. And a fadeaway, doesn't go. Rebound, Nickel for the Raiders. And Tom pulls it down, gets it ahead to Jesse Baker now. Baker and Irish in the backcourt for Rutland. Goes to Kelly, and let's see, Joe's fouled out there by McGarry, the Cosmos.
It's only 14 fouls.
14?
4.
Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just
outer space.
Long for the right. Now, wait a minute. Now, let's see.
I just kind of had to throw that in with the Cosmos playing out there, you know.
Yeah, right. Billions and billions and billions of them. Okay, here we go. 55-42 Raiders. Baker in the lane. Nice feed to Dardick.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought he got fouled. I guess not.
I thought so. Kevin Dumas. Yes.
Dumas with the bucket. 57-42 Raiders. And now they're opening it up here a little bit. And a shot outside here doesn't go. Rebound is up and in. Ben Francis.
I thought Dardick got cheated out of that.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
There. He should have went.
Should have gone to the stripe. Dardick back the other way to Dumas. Nice look. Nice look by Dardick inside to Dumas, and it's 59-44. Back the other way. And we got a foul underneath there on the Raiders.
Dardick.
So Aaron Dardick picks up the personal. And Sean Irish is going to check out for the Raiders. Jared Arbor, number 15, into the ball game for Rutland. At the line, number 24, Josh Chartier misses the front end there of the 1-on-1. Chartier gets 1 of 2. Back the other way, and the basket's good. And there you go. Who's that, Dardick?
Dardick.
All right, he's on the board.
Jesse Baker.
I thought 61-45. It's a trouble. I get down there, I'm looking at the score. All right, this is Curtis now. Curtis goes to Chartier with the bucket.
He threw that one up into the Cosmos and came down.
Oh, that was good. 61-47. The Raiders in control of this one here with 3:09 left. And this ball club playing a little bit better than they did down at Springfield. Caligiuri with the bucket.
Nice move.
And at 63-47, felt that the Cosmos actually controlled the ball game down there, and the Raiders were ready for him this time around. And let's see. That's Curtis out there now. Schwarworth with the shot, doesn't go. Rebound at Caligiuri for the Raiders. Gets it ahead to Dardick with 2:36 left in the fourth quarter. Dardick goes back to Baker.
Now he gets to go to the line.
Yeah, now he's going to the stripe.
That number 20, yeah, notice he looks at the clock up here and he squints to see the clock. I wonder if he has
that, 20?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I could give him my glasses, but I don't know how well they'd work.
What's the score, Mark?
63-47. The Raiders on top with 2:33 left. Back at Keefe Gym here, 2:33 left in the fourth quarter, 63-47. The Rolling High Red Raiders over the Cosmos here from Springfield tonight. Junior varsity action, Mark Carboneau along with Brian Mayhew on Channel 15. And let's see, this got some new faces into the ball game there. So Jason Waysville, number 55, in for the Cosmos. The Raiders going with Angel Shannon's in there, and also the shot goes up, rebounded by Dumas. So it's Dumas, Baker, Jared Arbor, Angel Shannon, and Joe Caligiuri in for the Raiders. 2 minutes left. Turnaround by Dumas. I thought he got him on the arm, but nothing called. Back the other way, Chartier for Springfield. Working against Shannon down there. A long one outside by Schwarworth, and that doesn't go. Knocked around. Dumas picks it up for the Raiders. Ahead to Baker. 1:45 left. Nice look by Baker off the glass, and that was Shannon with the bucket. Angel Shannon, but it was pretty look inside there by Baker. 65-47. And the Raiders on top with 1:28 left in the ball game here. Got a fall underneath going in. And let's see, checking in Levancier. Irish is back. Yeah, Irish is in. And also Mr. Hackett. Brian Hackett in the ball game for the Raiders. 65-47, and at the free throw line is Mike Curtis for the Cosmos. 1:25 left. 65-48 Curtis, and he gets the makes it 65-49. (65-49), 1:25 left. Irish with the ball now for the Raiders. All right, this is Hackett, goes to Levancier to Irish. And it doesn't go. Rebounded, controlled by McGarry of the Cosmos. Ahead to Schwarworth. And Schwarworth in the lane here, doesn't go. Rebounded. Jared Arbor is going to bring it up for Rutland now. Arbor to Kevin Dumas, and Hackett with the rebound. Brian Hackett out to Levancier. Why not shoot it? There you go. John Paul Levancier with the bucket. Three-pointer. 68-49, and the Raiders will wrap this one up here. Chartier with the bucket, or what? with the attempt. Dumas with the rebound. 30 seconds left in the ball game here. Irish goes to Lavancier. Lavancier now in the lane off the glass. That one doesn't go. Rebounded by the Cosmos. We're down to 20 seconds. And this will be victorious for the Raiders here. Their final game at home this year for the junior varsity squad. That one doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Hackett. 9 seconds left. Lavancier down. Wanted to go to Dumas, and he threw him a curveball.
They're going for the alley-oop.
That's what it was.
Yep.
The alley-oop, but didn't work.
Oh, they threw it in the alley.
68-49. They'll roll it down, and the Cosmos, Chartier, and he lost the handle, and that'll do it. So the final game at home for the Rutland Raider junior varsity squad's a victorious one. The final here from Keefe Gym, the Rutland High Red Raiders 68 and the Springfield Cosmos 49. Mark Carboneau along with Brian Mayhew on Channel 15, and we'll see you down the road. We'll be doing the varsity game down at Mount Anthony there next week, Brian.
No, this week.
I'm sorry, that's right.
Friday.
It is Tuesday. That'll be Friday night.
Now our senior basketball player, Mike Stefan, and his parents. Aaron Carboneau, his parents, Linda Lockhart. Captain David Power, his parents, Tony Power, and Healey. Captain Mayhew, his parents, Mayhew Varsity. And Captain Aaron Wilson, his parents, Gary Russell. Congratulations to all those seniors. Senior, number 12, Jake Conway.
And we were about ready to say the 6-player award winner for the Raiders at the end of the game tonight. We got the cap for that winner tonight, and we also have the J.P. Carrera & Sons MVP at the end of the game tonight. So the final home game for the Raiders in boys basketball. A couple of more games to go in the regular season. They want to run out the table here, and certainly a record of 13-6 would give the Raiders home court. I'd like to say hi to Ed Carroll. He's got to be Rutland's biggest fan, the Rutland area's biggest fan. He goes to all the games, sits in the front row, and he is always listening in, and we haven't made a reference to Ed all year, but nice to see you again, Ed.
Always with his headset on, listening to Jack.
It'll be Aaron Boynton jumping center for the Raiders, and jumping center for the Cosmos, Chad Jackson. The Cosmos going right to left as we look out here in the first half. The Raiders left to right as we look out here in the first half. The Raiders win the tap, and senior Aaron Bailey gives it to senior Chris Mayhew, and we're underway. Springfield in the man-to-man as Mayhew trots into the forecourt, picked up by Carey as he dribbles to the right. Between the sideline and the middle, around the horn, Conway to Eaton to Bailey. Near the left sideline. Back out to Boynton at the free throw line. Fires, it's no good, in and out. Rebound to Jackson, and he hands it off to Keefe now. This is the guy to watch, Scott Keefe, 4th in the Marble Valley League Large School Division in scoring. With it left side is Ross LeBrun, sends it out to Keefe. Back to the left sideline, Adam Carey with it now, 5'9" senior. Brings it to Keefe, right side of the circle, the long three, bang. Scott Keefe at the Keefe Gym starts it off tonight with a long three. It's 3-0 Springfield. Mayhew sends it now to Boynton, drives, lays it up and in. Aaron Boynton, strong move to the bucket. It's 3-2 Springfield.
It all started with Mayhew's penetration once again in the dish to Mayhew at the lane. Kissed it off the window for the first 2 points for Rutland.
Carey with it, right sideline, picked up by Mayhew. Tried to go to Ross LeBrun, knocked out of bounds by the Raiders' Jake Eaton. It'll be Springfield's basketball, right sideline in the forecourt. Both teams in the man-to-man in the early going. Keefe gets the ball into play to Ross LeBrun, chases it out near midcourt, has it right sideline way out front, going to work on Jake Eaton. Stops near the midcourt circle, gives it to Keefe, dribbles left to right. Keefe now to the right side of the lane, lost it, picks it up again at the right baseline, drives baseline and lays it up, no good. Rebound, Jake Eaton. Eaton on the outlet to Mayhew, dances into the forecourt down the right sideline. Mayhew alley-oop for Boynton underneath, he lays it in, pretty play.
That's going to make Chris Mayhew's night very easy, having Aaron Boynton on the receiving end of those lob passes inside for Boynton's second basket early in this contest.
Rutland 4, Springfield 3. LeBrun picked up by Eaton out near midcourt. Ross LeBrun, 6'1" senior, sends it to the right sideline now to Mike Stevens, right side of the circle. He gives it to Keefe, right sideline. The long three off the rim, no good. Rebound tapped around, scramble for the basketball, and it goes out of bounds off Springfield. But I believe we have a foul against the Raiders, and we do. It's on Aaron Bailey, his first, and that's the first on the team.
So far, there's been 5 shots taken. 2 by Boynton of Rutland and 3 by Keefe from Springfield. So those 2 are the only 2 that have attempted any field goals here with 2 minutes gone in this first quarter.
Keefe is picked up by Conway, and Conway steals. Conway all the way to the lane. He drives, lays it up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Ross LeBrun. Certainly the Cosmos remember Conway stole the ball and won it in that overtime game earlier with 4 seconds left in the ball game, or left in the overtime period. Again, giving the Raiders the victory as Carey had it in the forecourt. The ball tipped him back into the backcourt, and Carey picks it up again and dribbles back into the forecourt. On the right, he gives it to Mike Stevens, dribbles to the free throw line, fires up and drills it. Stevens, a 6'1" senior for the Cosmos. The Cosmos lead at 5-4. Mayhew down the right sideline for the Raiders, dribbles right to left, sends it out to Eaton now, to Boynton into the lane. His 12-footer, bang. Boynton late and coming up the floor. He was tying his shoe, but finished off the play anyways. The Raiders lead it now 6-5. 5:15 left first quarter. Scott Keefe with it, right sideline for the Cosmos. Keefe gets it to Ross LeBrun, picked up by Eaton out near the right sideline, way out front. Dribbles right to left, almost lost the handle, picks it up again. Sends it now to Adam Carey, a 5'9" senior, picked up by Mayhew. Down the sideline, it goes to Keefe. Dribbles left to right, across the lane, to the right side of the lane. His 12-footer, no good. And the rebound fought for, and it is saved by Springfield, but Bailey with it. Got it to Mayhew, and was saved by Jackson. But the Raiders controlling the forecourt, and we get a foul against Springfield. Foul is on Adam Carey. That's his first on the team.
That's what Chris Mayhew adds to this Rutland ball club, the ability to push the ball off the floor in a hurry, force Springfield into a foul situation. Mayhew gets it out to Eaton, top of the circle for 3. It's no good. Rebound, tapped out of bounds by Bailey. It'll be Springfield's basketball. LeBrun in with Carey, Keefe, Jackson, and also Mike Stevens for the Cosmos. The Raiders going with Mayhew, Conway, Boynton, Eaton, and Bailey. Original starting 5s for both clubs. Right sideline, it is Ross LeBrun with it. Dribbles once, gives it to Jackson at the free throw line. His jumper's no good. Short rebound to Eaton. Starts the break, 2-on-1. He keeps, goes baseline, and lays it in. Rutland 8, Springfield 5. Good move to the bucket for Jake Eaton. Keep the other way now to Carey. Stutter steps, has it stripped by Mayhew. Mayhew on the steal. Mayhew to the lane. Dumps it off now for Conway. Lost the handle. Chased down at the sideline by Eaton. Now to Mayhew at the right baseline. Dribbles into the lane. Pulls it up. Out to Bailey in the key. His 17-footer's good. Good ball movement for the Raiders. It's Rutland 10, Springfield 5. The other way, Scott Keefe for the Cosmos. Gives it to Carey right sideline.
Carey looking around as he holds the ball over his head and dribbles toward the middle and stops, sends it out to Keefe. Tapped into the backcourt by Conway. Keefe picks it up again, dribbles back into the forecourt. Keefe left side of the circle. His three is no go. Rebound Eaton. Maybe they're going to live by that three, live or die by it. Mayhew with it down the left sideline. Mayhew pulls it up toward the corner, back out to Eaton. Eaton back to Mayhew down the left baseline. His runner is good. It's going to count. He got fouled.
Tell you, if Springfield's going to live and die by that three-point shot, they're dying a slow death right now as Rutland continues to force the tempo. Mayhew with the bucket and the foul, and now substitutions and a timeout.
We'll catch the substitutions in a moment. That foul was on Carey, his second on the team. It's 12-5. The Raiders have the 7-point lead in the early going. Timeout Springfield. We'll be back after played for Springfield last year. He was also on the Shrine football team. So Husband is in. Let's see. He checks in for Carey, who's got the two fouls. Joe Duval is in, and John Lind both in for Rutland High. Eaton gets a breather, and also Aaron Bailey gets a breather as Chris Mayhew is at the line for one to try to complete the three-point play.
Right now, Springfield's hoping that Husband can give his mates a Valentine's gift with some sort of offensive continuity, and so far it's been the Keefe show. And defensively, Conway has been able to force Scott Keefe further out and make him force bad shots.
Mayhew gets the free throw to complete the three-point play, and the Raiders lead at 13-5. Husband with it right sideline is fouled by Chris Mayhew. First on Chris, and that is the second on the team. So the Raiders now are going with Chris Mayhew, Aaron Boynton, Jake Conway, John Lind, and Joe Duval. As Keefe gets set to put the ball into play for the Cosmos, gets it in now to Mike Stevens between the sideline and the middle, back out to Adam Husband, a 6-foot junior. Husband sends it back to Ross LeBrun, right sideline. Out to Jackson in the key. On the left wing, back to Husband. Husband looking around, looking inside against Mayhew, dribbles once. On the bounce to Jackson. His runner in the lane's no good. Rebound is back up and good by Mike Stevens. Stevens got the offensive rebound for the bucket. First Springfield basket in a while. It's 13-7. Rutland by 6 with 2:47 left first quarter. With the left sideline, Conway down the left baseline, and he lays it up. No good. Rebound fought for. Got a whistle and a foul in the rebounding action. And the foul is on Springfield. It's on Chad Jackson, the 6'3 sophomore in the middle. And that is his first third on the team, and the Raiders will put the ball into play from the baseline. Mayhew looking to throw the ball into play for Rutland High. Gets it into Duval, right sideline. Cross court now to Conway for three. Around the rim, no good. Rebound, 5-4. Scramble for the ball, and finally is controlled by Springfield Mike Stevens. Got it to Adam Husband. Husband into the forecourt down the middle. Husband now on the cut. Got it to LeBrun, back to Husband. Now it goes to Stevens down the left baseline. Shut out by Boynton, back to LeBrun, left sideline. Out front to Keefe, and Keefe dribbles left to right toward the right sideline. Scott Keefe stops the dribble now. Comes cross court to Husband, left side of the circle. Husband dribbles left to right. Sends it on the right wing now to Keefe. Keefe going to work on Conway. Out to Stevens, top of the circle for three, and he drills it.
Blown assignment defensively by Rutland. Nobody picked up Stevens alone at the top of the key, and he's got 7 of the 10 points for Springfield in this opening quarter.
Rutland 13 and Springfield 10 now. The Raider lead down to 3. Aaron Boynton with it left side of the circle. Now to Lind at the free throw line. He fires, no good. Rebound right back to Boynton, right side of the lane. Short jumper's good. Tap right out to Aaron Boynton, and he got the short jumper. As the Raiders go up 15-10, a Raider 5-point lead. LeBrun into the lane, forces the shot, and hits around the rim and in. Rutland 15, Springfield 12, a minute 20 left first quarter. Springfield in the man-to-man as Husband picks up Chris Mayhew out front. Mayhew dribbles to the left, backs it up toward the sideline, goes to Duval, left side of the circle, shot is blocked. Duval picks it up again and goes to Lind. He lays it in, but it won't count. He was traveling. That block was Ross LeBrun who blocked the shot. Again, Lind whistled out for traveling as Dave Paller checks in for Aaron Boynton for Rutland High. Dave Paller, another senior, his final home game during the regular season for Rutland High, Springfield's basketball.
Good defense by Springfield, but Joe Duval had the presence of mind to follow his blocked shot, picked it up, kicked it off to Lind, who just shuffled his feet before banking it off the window, and the official was right there on the play to make the traveling call.
Jake Eaton in. Chris Mayhew gets a breather for Rutland High. So it's Keefe and LeBrun, along with Stevens, Husband, and also Jackson for the Springfield Cosmos. A minute left first quarter, coming down in a minute, 1:01 left. We got a whistle and a foul against Rutland.
It's going to be on Conway as he tried to fight through that screen. That's not Conway's fault. His teammates have to tell him that there's a screen coming to his left. Conway had no idea it was coming. And Conway, being the always aggressive type, tried to fight through it, and that's where the official, Lee Berdoni, whistled Conway for his first foul here in this first quarter.
Again, first on Conway, third on the team. 58 seconds left first quarter. Springfield controls with Husband out near midcourt, and he's traveling. Adam Husband whistled down for the traveling violation. 6-foot junior. So it's Raiders basketball. Jake Eaton dribbles into the forecourt, picked up by Husband. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Now Paller with it. On the cut to Duval. Underneath, plays it up. No good. He was fouled. And on the foul was Ross LeBrun. That is his first, and that is the fourth on the team. It is a shooting foul, I believe. Joe Duval will be at the line for two with 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Rutland with a 3-point lead. It's Rutland 15, Springfield 12. Well, Joe Duval at the line for two, and his shot is no good. He will get another.
I think maybe if he rolls his socks down, he might make this second one.
Second shot by Joe is around the rim and in. He gets 1 out of 2 as the Raiders lead at 16-12. 42 seconds left here in the quarter. We got a steal by Duval, and he lays it in. Stole it right away from Husband. Laid it in left-handed. Joe Duval, and the Raiders are up 18-12 now. Husband in the forecourt right sideline, gets it out to Stevens. Now Keefe with it. 26 seconds left in the quarter. Keefe dribbles into the key and gives it to Jackson, left side of the circle. Jackson now down low to LeBrun. Head fakes left baseline. His turnaround is no good in the rebound. Pulled down by John Lynn. Covers up, goes to Duval. Now to Jake Eaton. 14 seconds left in the quarter. Eaton left sideline. Raiders have an 18-12 lead. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Eaton to the right side of the circle to Paller now. Into the lane. Lost the handle. We got a whistle and a foul against Springfield. With 4 seconds left in the quarter. And who did they call that one on?
On Husband, his first.
It is on Husband.
5th on the team.
As out of the ball game for Springfield is Ross LeBrun, and checking into the ball game is Seth Wyman. Jake Conway is out. And into the ball game for the Raiders is Ethan Barron. And at the line for two is Dave Paller. He was in the act of shooting. Matt Rushford is into the ball game now as well for Springfield. And checking out of the ball game is Mike Stevens.
Thought we were going to see the vintage Rutland play once again to close a quarter. Jake Eaton with the ball with 10 seconds left. He's done it several occasions.
Yeah, he did it on the game you missed. He did it at the end of one of the quarters last week. Paller misses the first, has another one coming. His second shot is up and in, but it won't count. We got a lane violation apparently against the Raiders, so wipe that one off the board. No basket. It'll be Springfield's basketball in the backcourt as Seth Wyman gets set to put the ball into play, gets it into Keefe. 3 seconds, two. Keefe into the forecourt. His long three at the buzzer, no good. Off the rim. We almost saw it, but we almost saw it from Keefe. That's the end of the first quarter, and after one our score, Rutland High 18, Springfield 12. And we'll be back in game one, their third matchup of the year. They've had two one-goal games so far. MSJ winning the first two. And then in game two, Mill River and Middlebury. We'll have a doubleheader for you tomorrow night in hockey. We'll be on the air at 5:50 with game one, MSJ and Rutland, Mill River and Middlebury to follow. Play back in now, second quarter. Springfield's basketball. The Raiders lead at 18-12. Keefe left sideline for the Cosmos for three. No good. Rebound goes to Boynton.
Keefe has cooled off since he hit his first three-point attempt of the game. Has missed 6 or 7 in a row now for this Cosmos.
Jake Eaton with the left sideline sends it out to Boynton halfway between the circles down to Mayhew. Mayhew, Boynton, Eaton, Bailey back in, Conway. Mayhew again back in for the Raiders here in the second quarter as he has the basketball, sends it out to Eaton. On the right now to Conway. Conway dribbles right to left to the key, 17-footer, no good. And the rebound is controlled by the Cosmos as Matt Rushford pulled it down. Within the forecourt now is Husband. He goes to Keefe. Halfway between the circles. Keefe to the right side of the circle, spins to the free throw line, sends it to Jackson at the baseline, lays it up, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Boynton, starts the break, down the middle. He keeps and then sends it to Conway, and Conway lays it in. Pretty play. Aaron Boynton kept that as long as he possibly could before giving it up to Conway, and it's Rutland 20, Springfield 12.
In fact, he kept it as long as he needed to, drew the defense, and gave it to Conway.
And here's Keefe with the long three. It's no good. Misses another one. Rebound is controlled by Seth Wyman. Wyman got it to Rushford, now to Husband, left wing for three, and he drills it. Adam Husband hits the three there, and they needed that one. The Cosmos, it's 20-15. Rutland by 5, 6:30 remaining first half. Conway with it, left sideline. Alley-oop, wanted to go to point, hit the basket, and it's pulled down by Springfield as Seth Wyman came down with it. They called that a shot and a rebound? I guess so, because it hit the rim, right? Even though, of course, that was a intended pass, as Keefe has it right wing between the sideline and the key and dribbles right to left, almost a steal by Conway. Keefe to the right side of the lane, and he gives it to the right baseline. Rushford's shot is no good, and the rebound controlled by the Raiders. Conway starts the break. Keefe lays it up, no good. We got a whistle and a foul. It's on Jake Conway, an offensive foul on Jake. That's the second on Jake Conway, fourth on the team. As Adam Carey checks back in for the Cosmos, Scott Keefe will get a breather.
Here's as though Rutland offensively, when they get their hands on a defensive rebound, they got a 3-on-2, 2-on-1 on every occasion. They're just beating Springfield down the court right now.
Adam Husband sends it to Adam Carey near the right sideline. Out to Jackson, top of the circle. On the left, back to Husband, left sideline. Down low to Rushford. Now to Carey, right baseline. His jumper's no good. Rebound to Bailey. Aaron Bailey covers up and dribbles up for the Raiders and sends it on the bounce to Mayhew. Mayhew directs the attack. Both teams in the man-to-man. Mayhew to the key to the line to the lane. To the left side of the lane, gets it out to Bailey, right side of the circle. To the right sideline, he goes to Conway. Conway on the cut to Boynton. Ducks underneath, lays it up, no good. Rebound, fought for, and we get a whistle and a foul in the rebounding action.
Things get a little testy under the basket now.
It's on Aaron Boynton.
Boynton, that's his first, but him and Boynton and Jackson were going at it. A little bit of skirmish going on down there as both players broke it up after that attempt by Boynton.
5:18 left first half here at the Keefe Gym. It's Rutland 20, Springfield 15. Husband with it, right sideline. Sends it now for Wyman. Wyman dribbling around down the right baseline. He dumps it off for Jackson. Short jumper in the lane is no good. Rebound back to Jackson. Saved it nicely to Rushford. Drives baseline, lays it up. Shot blocked by Boynton. Comes down to Bailey. Boynton on the block. Bailey came down with it. Mayhew with it now. Stutter steps to the right side of the circle. On the left now to Eaton for three. No go. Rebound goes out of bounds off Aaron Bailey. Springfield's basketball.
Getting good looks at the basket. Rutland, Mayhew with the penetration. Kicked it to a wide open Eaton on the wing. Squared up. Just couldn't get the long three-pointer to drop.
Bailey and Eaton are out, and Paller and also Joe Duval back in for Rutland High. Into the forecourt down the middle. Adam Carey for the Cosmos. Carey on the bounce, right sideline, gives it to Adam Husband. Husband wants to go to Rushford, knocked away, and a steal by Conway, and then he calls for a timeout before he got called for traveling. Nice heads-up play by Jake Conway. And so we got a timeout, Rutland. Timeout on the floor. 4:36 left first half here at the Keefe Gym. Our score, Rutland 20, Springfield 15. Back after this 30-second break.
Adelphia Cable of
Healey Vinsallo back at the Keefe Gym. The Raiders lead the Cosmos 20-15. If you're just joining us, again, Springfield in league play at 3-4, overall 8-9. Springfield, incredibly, has been in 5 overtime games. One of them triple overtime. They've won 2 of them.
What does this game have in common with the television sitcom Seinfeld?
I have no idea.
Answer that one in a few minutes, Jack. Think closely now. Think hard if you can. I know it's tough, but think hard.
Rutland's basketball. Mayhew with it into the lane. His 14-footer around the rim. No good. Rebound. Fought forward, and Springfield controls. Chad Jackson with it. Jackson on the outlet to Adam Husband. Husband into the forecourt. Husband has it way out front. Picked up by Conway off the man-to-man as he stops the dribble. Now to Jackson to the left sideline. Carey for 3. No go. Rebound. Jake Conway. Jake Conway, Chris Mayhew, Dave Paller, Joe Duval, and also Aaron Boynton in there right now for the Raiders. With it out front, Paller to the left sideline to Jake Conway. Down low now to Boynton, back to Conway, left sideline for 3. It's no good short, and the rebound is controlled by Springfield Seth Wyman. Wyman dribbles behind the back into the forecourt. And his pass to Husband, he got it there, but we got a foul on Jake Conway. His third, tried to go with a steal, and then collided with Husband. As back into the ball game, Mike Stevens and also Scott Keefe for the Cosmos. Husband is out, and also checking out for the Cosmos, Matt Rushford. Foul on Conway is his third, then it's the 6th on the team. Conway is out. And let's see who checked in. It was Jake Eaton checking back in. Now Keefe with it for Springfield on Duval to the free throw line. On the right, he sends it now to Seth Wyman. Lost the handle, picked up by Carey now to Keefe. From the sideline of the key, dribbles left to the right side of the lane now. Shovels it off now for Carey to Wyman. Wyman in the lane, spins to the left side of the lane, sends it out to Jackson. His 15-footer's no good, and the rebound to Carey in the lane. Then he lost it as he went to the deck, and it went out of bounds. It'll be Rutland's basketball.
This game has in common with the television hit series Seinfeld, as Kramer's real first name is Cosmo.
Cosmo, that's right, okay. It would have taken me a long time to figure that one out.
That's right.
And we have a turnover. The Raiders. Boynton wanted to go to Mayhew. Mayhew had cut into the lane and went behind him and out of bounds at the sideline. Springfield's basketball. Seth Wyman in there right now for Springfield. We mentioned in the pregame show, no relation to Richie Wyman, legendary coach at Springfield. Richie Wyman is here. His son-in-law, Mike Hadd, is the coach for the Cosmos. With it now is Keefe. Keefe sent it to Carey, right sideline, but before the pass, we're going to foul against the Raiders. Fouls on Joe Duval.
Just one, but that's his first, but it is the 7th team foul against Rutland, so Keefe will go to the line now, looking for his first point since he hit that three-point shot to start Springfield off scoring-wise way back in the early stages of the first quarter.
And a shot is no good, and the rebound is controlled by the Raiders. Nice rebound by Pallard. Got it to Eaton to Mayhew down the right sideline. We haven't had any scoring for a while, have we? 20-15. The Raiders with the lead here as Pallard wanted to go to Duval and went by him and out of bounds.
One field goal for each team, a three-point shot for Husband for Springfield, and a layup for Conway the other way for Rutland. The only scoring in the second quarter.
The Raiders have led 18-12 after a quarter. Right now lead at 20-15 off the turnover. Springfield's basketball. Wyman is out. Ross LeBrun back in for Springfield. The Raiders have the 5-point lead. 2:33 left in the half. And on the cut, the pass to Jackson. He goes right down the lane and lays it in. It's 20-17. Rutland with a 3-point lead. The Raiders have scored just 2 points here in the second quarter. Eaton to Boynton to the left sideline of Joe Duval. Duval is picked up by Keefe out to Mayhew to the left side of the lane. He finds Pallard down low and he lays it in. Nice play.
Nice job by Pallard, catching the pass, keeping it above his head, right off the pass and laying it in.
Rutland 22, Springfield 17. Jackson with it to Keefe to the right side of the lane. Forces the 14-footer around the rim. No good. We got a foul. Here in the rebounding action, it's against Springfield. It's on Chad Jackson. That's his second. And that is the 6th on the team. The Raiders already with 17 fouls. Springfield going to the line from here on in. And the Cosmos have one to waste here. They're going to get Jackson out of there as soon as they can. As getting sent to check back in is Matt Rushford for Springfield. Here's Mayhew. His jumper no good off the glass, and the rebound is controlled by Keefe. Starts the break, has Jackson with him. Stutter steps to the left baseline. Pulls up for the jumper and hits. And we have a turnover. The Raiders lost it out of bounds. As LeBron was bothering the inbounds play, so was Jackson. Mayhew lost it out of bounds. It'll be Springfield's basketball as Jackson is out and Matt Rushford is in for the Cosmos now. It's 22-19. It is now a 3-point Raider lead with 1:39 left in the half. With it is Mike Stevens, gets it out to Carey. Now to Keefe, right sideline for 3. His shot is no good. LeBrun, the rebound, left baseline. Dribbles back out, sends it out to Adam Carey. Top of the circle to the left sideline. LeBrun with it to the left baseline. His jumper is no good off the back of the rim. Rebound tapped around, comes down to Pallard. Pallard goes to Mayhew. Mayhew into the forecourt down the left sideline. 1:15 left in the half. On the bounce down low to Boynton, spins and lays it in.
When you need a basket, go inside. The bread and butter play, Mayhew to Boynton right off the dribble. Nice pivot move down low for Boynton, his 10th point of this first half.
Rutland 24, Springfield 19. Right wing with it is Stevens. His 17-footer's no good. And he gets his own rebound. Left side of the lane, sends it out to Keefe, to the key, to the right side of the lane, to the right baseline. He went to Rushford, wanted to go back out to Keefe, picked off by Duval. Duval rifles into the forecourt for Eaton, dribbles left to right into the lane, lost the handle, got a steal by Rushford, and he got it up to LeBrun. LeBrun whistled down for traveling. 41 seconds left in the first half. Raiders basketball in the forecourt, right sideline. The Raiders lead at 24-19. Raiders going with Eaton, Duval, Pallard, Boynton, and Mayhew here in the final 41 of the half as the pass comes into Mayhew. Mayhew has it out near midcourt, going to work on Carey, stops in the key, sends it out to Boynton. 30 seconds left in the half. Now Pallard with it at the free throw line. Pallard now to Duval, right side of the lane for his jumper. It's no good. LeBrun the rebound. We got a foul on Chris Mayhew. Ross LeBrun will be at the line for a 1-and-1. Mayhew's second foul. The 8th on the team. with 24 seconds left in the first half.
Springfield hanging around despite the shooting woes from their top gun, Scott Keefe. You think back to the way that he started this contest, draining a three-point shot. It's been all uphill for him since then.
LeBrun hits the first. He'll get another. It's Rutland 24, Springfield 20. 24 seconds left in the first half. LeBrun, Rushford, as we'll get to the rest in a moment. Second shot is no good. Rebound tapped around, and it's tapped all the way out, and LeBrun runs it down at the right sideline for Springfield. Cross court to Carey, left sideline for three. It's in and out, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it goes off Springfield. Will be Rutland's basketball. Rushford, LeBrun, Stevens, Keefe, and Carey for Springfield. 10 seconds left in the half, and with it is Mayhew in the forecourt for Rutland High. Mayhew out near midcourt, 6 seconds left in the first half as Mayhew dribbles to the right, down low to point, right baseline. His turnaround is no good, and that's the end of the first half. So the Raiders, who scored 18 points in the first quarter, could muster just 6 in the second quarter, but the Raiders do have the 4-point lead at halftime. At halftime at the Keefe Gym, the final home game of the year for Rutland High. And I think we had before we take the break, we did have a foul at the buzzer against Rutland. I believe it was on Paller.
Well, the scoreboard's showing another foul.
And LeBrun will be at the line for a 1-and-1, and he hits the first, so it's 24-21 Rutland. So hold the phone.
That's the first foul on Paller.
And the second shot is good, so LeBrun hits 2 free throws. That will be the halftime score. Rutland 24, Springfield 22, right at the buzzer. A foul on Dave Paller, his first. And near Sarah Risk, I wanted her to stand up and give us a thumbs up. 3 rows up, Brian. Sarah Risk, all right. How'd it go? All right, there she goes. She won the halftime shot. Yeah. All right, there she goes. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, Mark, you have some of the, quickly, the statistics for Springfield.
Sure. Defensive rebounds, right now they have 11, and it's LeBrun and Jackson who are leading the way with 3 apiece. They have 6 offensive rebounds, and they have 7 turnovers. 3 of those came in the last 2 minutes of the game. So they got to like really where they are right now. Keith's not hitting, and they're working down low pretty hard, so...
Okay,
story.
We're underway here in the second half. Rutland's basketball. The Raiders going right to left as we look out. Springfield going left to right as we look out. Conway with it between the right sideline and the key. Down low to Mayhew, laid it up, no good. Rebound to Duval, back up, no good, but he was fouled. Joe Duval getting the starting nod here in the second half, along with Bailey, Conway, Mayhew, and Boynton. That's the first team foul on Springfield as the Raiders lead it by 2 here early going third quarter. The foul is on LeBrun, and that's his second. It is a shooting foul. Joe Duval at the line for 2. And his first shot is good. He'll get another as the Raiders go up 25-22. When we have an opportunity, Vince, one thing we didn't do is get to the personal foul department.
Well, quickly for Springfield, Carey, Jackson, and now LeBrun with 2 each.
Duval misses the second as the rebound is controlled by Mike Stevens of Springfield. LeBrun with it now. LeBrun, Stevens, Jackson in there along with Carey and also Keefe. Carey left sideline for 3. It is short, no good. Rebound fought for, and coming down with it is Aaron Bailey. Got it to Mayhew. Throws it down court for Conway. Lost the handle. Scramble for the basketball. Conway saves it nicely to Bailey to Mayhew. And Mayhew starts it over again near midcourt. Mayhew is picked up by Adam Carey. Dribbles into the lane, sends it left corner now for Conway's 3. It's no good. Rebound to Carey. Adam Carey dribbles up for Springfield. Both teams in the man-to-man. Carey down the middle. Carey to the left side of the lane. Got it to the left baseline to Jackson. Out to LeBrun. Dribbles left to right. Back out to Carey. Way out front. Back to LeBrun near the left sideline. Sends it out to Keefe now. Picked up by Joe Duval. To the right sideline he goes to Carey. To the right baseline LeBrun. His jumper's good. Ross LeBrun, a 6'1 senior. It's Rutland 25 and Springfield 24. A 1-point Raider lead. With it left sideline, it is Conway with it. Now to Duval, left side of the circle, out to Mayhew between the sideline and the key. Now the bounce to Bailey, left side of the lane, 12-footer, bang. Big bucket for Aaron Bailey as the Raiders lead at 27-24. Long pass down court intended for Stevens, too far. It goes out of bounds. Rutland's basketball.
And checking the foul department for the Raiders, Mayhew with 2. Conway in there with 3 right now. Boynton, Bailey, Paller, and Duval each picked up a foul in the first half.
Raiders control with it left sideline is Joe Duval. Joe dribbles a few times, sends it out to Conway, left side of the circle, picked up by Keefe off the man-to-man. Out front to Mayhew. On the bounce, left wing to Aaron Bailey. His jumper's good, about the same spot as before. 2 big jumpers for Aaron Bailey as the Raiders lead at 29-24. Early going third quarter. Carey with it, and his pass intended out front, picked off by Conway, and he drives and lays it in. It was intended for LeBron. Conway picked it off. Springfield has seen that before this year, and he laid it in as the Raiders have opened up a 7-point lead, 31-24. Coach Mike Hatt wants a timeout. Timeout Springfield, their second.
Rutland Raider Ball Club really boggling up Springfield early on in this third. And tonight we are in senior night for the Rutland Raiders. This reminder, a local note of interest in college basketball, Saturday night at the College of St. Joseph, a doubleheader versus Linden is also senior night, and the women will start at 5:30. We'll recognize Lori Hanscom and Heather Muzzerall, the seniors, playing their last regular season home game.
All right, good. It's a change for Springfield. Husband is in for Carey, and with it out front, LeBron at Husband now right sideline. Springfield's basketball. Husband picked up by Mayhew. Gets it to Jackson in the lane. His 14-footer's no good. Rebound to Boynton. Chases it down near the right sideline to Mayhew. How many does Scott Keefe have? Just 5 points, huh?
5 points, yeah. He had that 1 3-pointer early in the game, and then he added a late field goal, and that's been it. It hasn't been a real tremendous job defensively. He's just been shooting the ball poorly tonight.
Mayhew, a pass to Boynton down low, and his turnaround from the right baseline good, and the Raiders lead at 33-24. 5:07 left here in the third quarter. Keefe with it, got it to LeBron. To the right corner now, Jackson, or Stevens with it. Dribbles once, his 17-footer's no good, and rebound to Bailey. So Stevens missed the jumper. Bailey on the outlet to Mayhew, down court to Duval. Picks it up, sends it out to Bailey now, left sideline to Conway to the left baseline. 17-footer, in and out, back in again. Raiders are on fire here at the beginning of the third quarter. They have opened up an 11-point lead. Rutland 35, Springfield 24. Mike Hatt wants another timeout. Springfield has just one left, 4:41 left third quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout.
Adelphia Cable of Rutland presents a
24, 4:41 left third quarter. The Raiders have outscored the Cosmos 11-2 here in the third quarter, and perhaps more importantly, Springfield has just one timeout left unofficially.
Second timeout within a minute here for Springfield coach Hatt. And I was listening to his instructions during that timeout. The reason he called that second timeout, he's very disappointed with the way his team is being they're showing no aggression going towards the basket. They're settling for 10-foot jump shots when there's a layup wide open for them. He specifically instructed them to take the basket or take the ball to the basket every opportunity they get, because if they don't get the shot in, there's a chance they'll go to the free throw line.
Husband into the forecourt for the Cosmos on Chris Mayhew. Both clubs in the man-to-man. Husband left sideline, sends it out to Keefe. Held to just 5 points here tonight. Fourth leading scorer in the Marble Valley League large school division. Keefe into the lane. Drops it off left wing now for Husband near the left sideline. Back out to Keefe. Top of the circle. Scott Keefe dribbles left to right on Joe Duval. Keefe to the right baseline. Triple team, tried to send it across, knocked out of bounds by Mayhew. It'll be Springfield's basketball.
Joe Duval is doing a marvelous job
of
containing Scott Keefe on the perimeter, keeping a hand up at all times, making it very difficult for him to get a shot off.
With his Husband to the left corner, he gave it to Keefe. Keefe on the bounce, back to Husband to the right sideline. With it is LeBron. Want to work on Conway as he stops the dribble at the sideline. Back up the sideline to Keefe, again picked up by Joe Duval. Keefe right to left, into the lane, his fadeaway, no good, short rebound, Bailey. Bailey outlet to Mayhew. Mayhew into the forecourt, dribbles right to left, and he loops it now for Duval, drives baseline, laid it up, no good, hit the bottom of the board. Rebound came down to Stevens, now Keefe with it, and Keefe into the forecourt for Springfield. Takes the long three and drills it. That was from way downtown, Scott Keefe. His second three and his first three since his first shot of the ball game. It's Rutland 35, Springfield 27, and we got a foul on Scott Keefe. As he fouls Jake Conway. Foul on Keefe is his first, and that is is that the first on the team? Second. As into the ball game, Rushford, and also in Seth Wyman for Springfield, and out LeBron. Jackson is out. Also Husband is out. Back in is Carey. Bailey is out for Rutland High. Paller is in. Also Duval is out, and Ethan Barron is in for Rutland High. It's Rutland's basketball right sideline in the forecourt. Conway gets it into Mayhew, and he's picked up by Seth Wyman. Mayhew out near midcourt, dribbles to the key to the line of the lane. Stops, goes to Barron left sideline, back out to Mayhew, top of the circle. On the bounce, right wing to Conway, loops it down low for Boynton, lost the handle, it goes out of bounds. But it was knocked out of bounds by Matt Rushford of Springfield. It'll be Rutland's basketball. Mayhew, Boynton, Paller, Barron and Conway right now. Barron with it, right sideline out to Conway, top of the circle. To the left sideline to Mayhew, down the baseline, stops, back out to Conway. Conway now to Barron. Barron to the sideline to the key, gives it near the right sideline to Boynton, now to Paller in the key. 17-footer, bang. Rutland by 10. It's Rutland 37, Springfield 27. 2:56 left third quarter. Keefe stutter steps into the forecourt on Barron. Keefe takes the long three. No good. Rebound Boynton. Boynton on the outlet now to Mayhew. Mayhew right to left to the key to the line of the lane. In the lane. Runner is no good. Rebound Paller underneath. Paller back up. No good from the baseline. Rebound controlled by Mike Stevens. Sends it up to Keefe down the left sideline. Dribbles left to right. Spins. Left side of the lane. Sends it out now. Left side for the long three from Wyman, no good. Rushford, the rebound, right baseline. His shot, no good. Blocked by Boynton. We're going to have a foul either on Boynton or Paller. They were both there. It's on Boynton. That's his second. First on the team. It's a shooting foul. And at the line for two will be Matt Rushford for Springfield. He is a 6'2 sophomore, and his first shot is no good. He'll get another.
You think of the defensive assignment now for Rutland. Ethan Barron draws the assignment of containing Scott Keefe as he replaced Duval in the lineup, and the reason being Conway would normally have that assignment. He's already picked up 3 fouls in this contest.
Rushford misses the second as well. Stevens the rebound, and Barron stole it right away from him. Barron got it to Mayhew. Mayhew dribbles right to left on the cut to Boynton. He lays it in. But right down the lane and laid it in. Pretty players. The Raiders have opened up a 12-point lead. Rutland 39, Springfield 27. 2:07 left third quarter. With it now is Carey. Carey gets it to Keefe. Picked up by Barron. Keefe dribbles right to left. Stops the dribble. Down low to Stevens. Right side of the lane. His short jumper. No good. In and out. Paller the rebound. Outlet to Mayhew. Here they come again. Mayhew to the key. Mayhew's pass knocked down, but it goes to Barron left side of the lane. On the bounce to Paller. Paller drives the lane. Lays it up. No good. We got a foul against Springfield. Paller will be at the line for 2 on the active shooting. I believe the foul is on Rushford. That's his first, and that is the third on the team. Jake Eaton getting set to check back in for Rutland High, and Eaton will check in for Chris Mayhew, who gets a breather.
What we're seeing is defensively at one end, Rutland is dominating the defensive boards, getting the rebound after the first shot, and at the other end, offensively, attacking the basket every opportunity they get. They're getting good looks at the basket. If they don't get the shot down, they're in this situation, which is them at the free throw line. Paller hits the first of 2.
Lind is in. Boynton is out for Rutland High. Jackson is in. Stevens out for Springfield. And Paller has hit the first as the Raiders lead at 40-27. Second shot for Dave Paller is up and good. 2 free throws for Dave Paller. Rutland up by 14. Rutland 41, Springfield 27. Minute 40 left third quarter. With it is Wyman near the right sideline. Wyman gets it to Keefe between the sideline and the key, picked up by Barron. Gets it back to Wyman now. Dribbles to the free throw line. Back to Keefe. His long three is good. 3 threes for Keefe. That one, 2 from downtown. It's Rutland 41, Springfield 30.
And he got that shot off with the red Barron right in his face. Ethan Barron draped all over Keefe on that attempt.
Conway down low, left side of the lane. Turn around, good off the glass. Jake Conway. 43-30, the Raiders by 13. They've led by as many as 14 here in the third quarter. Minute 5 left in the quarter. With it is Wyman. Wyman on Conway down the right sideline. Stops the dribble, looking inside. Still looking. On the bounce up the sideline. Gives it to Keefe. Picked up by Barron. 54 seconds left third quarter. And down low it goes to Jackson. He lays it in. It's Rutland 43, Springfield 32. 44 seconds left third quarter. Carey picks up Eaton as Eaton dribbles into the forecourt. Eaton near the left sideline. He stops, sends it out now to Barron. Barron into the key. He stops. He goes to Conway. Conway on the cut wanted to go to Eaton, over to steal Carey. Nice play. Gets it up to Keefe. Keefe double team to the backcourt as Eaton and Conway come over, and we got a foul.
It's going to be on Jake Eaton. That's his first.
And the foul on the Raiders is number 2. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Raiders right now are up by 11. Rushford and Keefe, Carey, Wyman, and Jackson right now for Springfield. As Keefe dribbles into the forecourt against Barron out near the midcourt circle now. Dribbles left to right. Sends it to the right sideline to Carey. Carey dribbles once, looking inside. Gets it out now to Wyman. His 17-footer is no good. Rebound, chased down by Conway. Conway gets it down to Barron. Barron lays it up, no good. Rebound, Paller left baseline. Back up, no good. Rebound, tapped around. It goes out of bounds off Rutland. And Springfield's basketball with a second left in the third quarter.
Fowler very active in this third quarter. 4 points, several scrappy rebounds on both ends for Rutland.
Wyman throws it into Keefe with a second left in the backcourt. His long shot is no good as time expires, ending the third quarter. Big third quarter for the Raiders after 3 our score. Rutland 43, Springfield 32. We'll be back after this 30-second break. Well, the Raiders led by 2 at halftime, 24-22, but outscored the Cosmos 19-10 in the third quarter. Raiders up by 11, 43-32 as we get set for the fourth quarter. And the Raiders have led by as many as 14 unofficially here in the ball game. The Raiders won the JV game tonight 68-49. The Raiders sending out Chris Mayhew and Joe Duval back in. Also Aaron Boynton back in, Jake Conway, and also Dave Paller. It'll be Keefe along with Carey, Rushford, and Wyman and Jackson for Springfield. Springfield's basketball. In the fourth quarter, Scott Keefe, picked up by Joe Duval, has done a nice job, and Barron did a nice job on him too. Keefe goes to the baseline and lays it in.
He's starting to heat up now. He's got 8 here in this second half.
43-34, the Raiders with a 9-point lead as the pass came into Boynton, saved it to the baseline, out to Conway for 3. His shot is no good, and the rebound is controlled by the Cosmos. Wyman gets it up to Carey. Carey on the bounce down the sideline to Keefe, takes the long 3. It is no good. Rebound off Carey, picked off by Mayhew. Starts the break. Down court for Conway, lays it up, no good, but he was fouled.
What an...
Oh, man, if that ever went in. I'll tell you, that was the play of the year. They'd have to recall the ESPYs.
Wow. He had caught an alley-oop pass about three-quarter court from Mayhew, caught it in the air, was hit as he caught it, turned back against his body, flung it in, and nearly made that shot. What a great attempt by Conway.
Ross LeBrun is in, and out for the Cosmos is Seth Wyman. Now Rushford is out, and back in is Mike Stevens. Conway in the act of shooting at the line for 2. They call the foul on Keefe, his second, and that's the 4th on the team. As the shot by Conway is good, and Jake will get another. Raiders lead at 44-34.
Tell you what, he knew he was going to get hit when he went up after that and took that hit right in front of his football coach, Mike Norman, who's standing in the doorway.
Second shot is good as well. Conway hits them both, and the Raiders lead at 45-34. Early going fourth quarter. With it right sideline and dribbling to the right side of the lane is Keefe. Keefe gets it to Jackson. Keefe gets it back again near the right sideline. Out to LeBrun to Carey now, left sideline. Carey looking inside, back out to Keefe. Top of the circle, backs in a little bit across the key, step back, and he goes to LeBrun right sideline. LeBrun now to Jackson in the lane. His 12-footer's no good. A wild shot, a rebound to Paller.
Paller's 6th rebound of this ball game.
His outlet pass intended for Mayhew goes out of bounds. Springfield's basketball.
This point about the way Duval is guarding Keefe right now. Keefe shoots the ball right-handed, so Duval is playing him with his left hand up defensively, and that's making it very tough for Keefe to get a shot off.
Keefe top of the circle for 3. It is short, no good. Rebound back to Keefe. Get it to Carey. Carey into the lane, scoops it up, no good. Offensive foul on Adam Carey. And that's 3 on Carey. That's 5 on the team. I'm not sure who he went into there.
That was Aaron Boynton.
It was on Boynton. He went into Boynton, and Carey gets the offensive foul. So the Raiders have the basketball going with Mayhew, Paller, Conway, Boynton, and Duval, and the Raiders have an 11-point lead. 6:36 left in the ball game. With it is Boynton right side of the circle. To the key, stops on the cut now to Paller in the lane. Short jumper, no good. Rebound back up, and it is good by Boynton. It's going to count and get fouled. Aaron Boynton, an opportunity for a 3-point play. And I believe the foul is on Stevens.
It is. That's his first.
And is the first on Stevens as Duval is out, Eaton back in for the Raiders. As the Raiders go up 47-34. I think that's 16 fouls on Springfield. Now, I think they skipped one before. They didn't put it up on the board, so it's 6 on Springfield. But Boynton at the line, opportunity for a 3-point play. His shot is around the rim and in to complete the 3-point play. And the Raiders have matched their biggest lead. They lead at 48-34, a 14-point lead. 6:24 left in the ball game. Jackson with it to the left sideline to LeBrun. LeBrun loops it down low, but there for the steal was Boynton. It was intended for Stevens.
You're not going to lob the pass over Aaron Boynton. I'll say that one right here. He can change the light bulbs with his feet touching the ground here at Keefe Gym.
Eaton with it right sideline on the cut to Boynton, lays it open in. The Raiders go up 50-34. Springfield wants a timeout. Unofficially, it is their final timeout. 6 minutes straight up left in the ball game. Rutland 50. Springfield 34. Back after this 30-second break.
For the
have a 6th-player award winner, the unsung hero from HA Eddie Energy Fast Break, and a J.P. Carrera & Sons Most Valuable Player at the end of the game as well. 50-34, 16-point Raider lead. 6 minutes straight up left in the ball game here.
I tell you, this is some fired-up Raider ball club, probably as emotional as we've seen them all year. It's a big game for them, and Chris Levin said it best. This is the time to take it to the next level with playoffs coming just around the corner. They need hard work, and they're getting it on both ends of the floor in this second half.
Springfield's basketball, no more timeouts left. Keefe for 3 off the back of the rim, no good on the rebound of Jake Eaton.
It's one shot and out right now for Springfield.
5:44 left in the ball game. Mayhew with it. Picked up by Carey as he skips into the forecourt and dribbles to the left. Chris Mayhew stops, and on the bounce wanted to go to Eaton. By him, picked up at midcourt by Conway, and Conway was fouled by Keefe at midcourt. And that's 7 on Springfield. That puts them over the limit. 3 on Keefe. I know one thing. We've seen the Raiders. We've only seen the Raiders ourselves lose just once to Brattleboro. Brattleboro's got an excellent team. I know that the Raiders have lost at Burlington. Obviously, they've lost 6 games on the year. But I know when they play well, and they're playing very well right now, there's no doubt in my mind they can play with anybody.
Absolutely, and the thing that makes them tough to match up against is that they're so deep. He goes 7, 8, 9 people deep to his bench, Coach Kinsman does, and he gets people to come in, and the role players that he's got coming off the bench go in and do the job. They do not hurt the team when they go in there. They go in and they give them quality minutes off the bench.
Conway hit the first, missed the second as the rebound came down to Jackson. Now Keefe with it, and the Raiders lead at 51-34, a 17-point lead. 5:25 left in the ball game. With it now, Stevens at the free throw line, gets it to LeBrun, left sideline, back to Jackson in the lane, knocked away by Mayhew, picked off by Mayhew, has Conway with him, and over to knock it away was Keefe, but it went right to Eaton. Nice play by Keefe, but Eaton with it for the Raiders, has it out front, and he leaves it now for Chris Mayhew out near the midcourt circle. Mayhew going to work on Carey. Spins to the key and then goes to Bailey. Bailey halfway between the circles on the left of Boynton, left side of the circle. Boynton now to Eaton at the free throw line. He fires up, no good off the back of the rim. Boynton the rebound back up. It's an air ball that goes out of bounds off Springfield. Off Keefe and Carey. It'll be Rutland's basketball.
Give you an idea about Aaron Boynton. He grabbed that offensive rebound over the back of Chad Jackson without leaving the floor. Just reached right over with those long outstretched arms and got another shot attempt for the Raiders.
Jake Eaton with it left sideline. Eaton down low to Bailey, left side of the lane. Cross court now to Mayhew. Mayhew scoops it for Boynton, and he lays it in, went right down the lane. The Raiders have opened up a 53-34 lead, a 19-point lead, their biggest lead of the ball game. 4:37 left in the game. With it is Stevens right side of the lane. His short jumper's good.
11 points in this second half, 21 total for Aaron Boynton.
Rutland 53, Springfield 36. Into the forecourt, Chris Mayhew dribbles to the right sideline. Mayhew stops, gets it out to Eaton, now to Conway, now to the left baseline to Boynton. Boynton stops the dribble out to Bailey, left side of the circle. Now to Mayhew. Mayhew dumps it off for Boynton, he lays it in.
Tell you what, after this game, Aaron Boynton ought to go up and give a Valentine card or something to Chris Mayhew, because he's certainly treating him like a sweetheart tonight in this game.
55-36. The Raiders have the lead. 3:55 left in the ball game. Steal by Boynton. The pass was intended from LeBrun, I believe, to Stevens. Mayhew with it now. 3:45 left in the ball game. Mayhew going to work on Carey. Mayhew top of the circle, goes left side now to Boynton. Boynton to the top of the circle. On the right now to Bailey. Bailey between the sideline and the key. Gets it out to Conway, his 15-footer switch. It is Rutland 57, Springfield 36. 3:27 left in the ball game. And the Raiders will wrap it up on the road, Mount Anthony and Hartford, and try to run the table here and get the home court and to be back here in the first round of the playoffs at the Keefe Gym. Right sideline, Keefe, the long three. It's an air ball. Comes down to Stevens, left baseline, back up, no good. Rebound, Jackson, back up and good. Jackson with the offensive rebound for the bucket. Rutland 57, Springfield 38. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Mayhew on Carey as he dribbles into the forecourt. Mayhew to the top of the circle, stops on the left to Aaron Boynton. Boynton to the lane, brings it out to Bailey, right side of the lane. Double teamed on the bounce now to Mayhew. Dribbles right to left. Mayhew to Boynton, right baseline. His jumper around the rim, no good. Conway, the rebound, back up and good. It's going to count. He got fouled. Jake Conway, an opportunity for a three-point play. With 2:44 left in the ball game, both clubs emptying the benches here. Carboneau and also Greg Sinus and John Lynn check in for Rutland High as That foul before was, did they put it up on the board?
It was on Jackson, I believe. Number 23 for Springfield. That's his third. They should change that in a second there. Yes, it is. That's his third on Jackson for Springfield.
The shot by Conway is around the rim and in. 58-38. The Raiders lead it by 20. I'm not sure of the score is. I know we get into this almost every game. I think they have 2 more points than that, but we'll get, yes, they do. It's 60-38. It's hard to remember the score sometimes. You can't memorize it as we got a turnover against Springfield. It's Rutland's basketball as Barron checks in for Conway. Gets a nice hand from the folks here at the Keefe Gym. So it's Aaron Carboneau, Greg Sinus, Jake Eaton, John Lynn, and Ethan Barron for Rutland High right now. The Raiders do lead it 60-38. 2:25 left in the ball game. Carboneau with it to John Lynn, right side of the circle. To the key to the free throw line out of Jake Eaton. Down to the left sideline to Aaron Carboneau. Carboneau out to Barron. Barron on the right to Eaton. Down low to Carboneau on the bounce to Lynn. Right baseline. His jumper's no good. Rebound Sinus. And he lays it up and in. Greg Sinus, 6'2", junior, the offensive rebound for the bucket. The Raiders lead it 62-38.
The first Raider other than Conway or Boynton to score in this fourth quarter.
James Knight is in there right now for Springfield. His first action of the ball game. Rushford is in. Also, Husband is in. And also Wyman. Husband with it right sideline. And he gets it to Rushford. Back to Husband for 3. It's no good. Rebound to Wyman. Left side of the lane. Back up and good off the glass. Seth Wyman. And also still in there is Mike Stevens. 62-40. The Raiders with the 22-point lead. A minute 33 left of the ball game. Carboneau with it right sideline. Sends it out front to Eaton to the top of the circle. Eaton on the bounce back to Aaron Carboneau right sideline. Carboneau dribbles out toward the middle, dribbles toward the right again, and picked up out front by Adam Husband. We got a 5-second violation against Aaron Carboneau. It'll be Springfield's basketball. Paul Schofield checks in now for the Springfield Cosmos for Stevens. So Schofield is in along with Knight, Rushford, Husband, and Wyman for Springfield. Minute 19 left in the ball game. With it right sideline, it is Husband. Husband toward the corner, picked up by Barron. Gets it to Rushford now between the sideline and the middle. To Wyman in the lane, almost lost it to Carboneau. On the bounce out front to Knight. Knight dribbles into the lane, running right-hander is off the glass, in and out and back in again. So Knight's in the book. 5'9" senior at 62-42. The Raiders by 20. Down low, Lynn, left baseline, tries to scoop it up. It's an air ball, and it comes down to Wyman. Wyman starts the break for Springfield into the forecourt. 40 seconds left in the ball game. He goes to Rushford. He drives baseline and lays it in. Rutland 62, Springfield 44. The other way, Carboneau into the forecourt, down the right sideline. On the bounce, down low to John Lynn, into the lane. Short jumper's good. Rutland 64, Springfield 44. 20 seconds left in the ball game. Raiders impressive in their final home regular season game of the year. Down the right sideline, it is Adam Husband. He gets it out to Rushford. Rushford to Jamie Knight. He sends it out now to Wyman, to the key to the line, to the lane. Sends it back to Husband, right sideline for 3. He drills it. 5 seconds left in the ball game. 64-47 Raiders. Carboneau midcourt at the buzzer. No good as the ball game ends there. Aaron